You know how much you love playing for that trophy. Do you feel that you really need this game this weekend, that it's the right time for it?
Oh look, I think it's I guess it's scheduled, and in a way it's going to be a great tribute to a great man, and I think you know what Phil would want would we see a nice, tough, physical game of footy, and that's certainly what you know will be on show. But certainly, I guess at this point we're probably united as playing groups, and I think this stage is going to be a tribute to a great man.
What do you feel you need it, Taylor? You need this game?
Oh, I think for our footy club, obviously on the weekend it was a bit of a tough one for the group, but for us we've started this journey. Walshy's put in a cornerstone. We know exactly what he wanted, so for now it's up to us to continue that, and as Travis said, it's going to be a competitive game, contested style game, and I'm looking forward to playing the boys on the weekend.
Like, for that reason, does it feel a bit different? Like you said, you know, you're sort of united in that great whole football is, but does it feel a bit different in the lead up than it might otherwise for a show?
Yeah, I think, you know, I think the biggest thing has been the rivalry's been there for, you know, for many years, and I guess you know, after such, you know, tragic circumstances, the rivalry just goes out the window. You know, we're 100% behind Adelaide at this you know, this period of time, and will continue to be, and really united as football clubs. And yeah, as I said, I think we'll go out and play a brand of footy that Phil will love, and it'll be hopefully, you know, a tough contested one, which he always spoke about. So you know, in that way, and I guess as you know, we're pretty fortunate to be in a footy club in you know, a period like this where we're able to be around each other, and I guess it's probably two footy clubs coming together as one and supporting each other.
Like you said, you go out there and play hard brand of footy, both clubs. Do you feel like the essence of Pre-Showdown has changed?
Oh, I guess that only, you know, times will tell with future showdowns, but certainly you know, I think you know, the rivalry sort of things is you know, probably gone out the window a little bit at this stage, and yeah, it'll still be you know, a fantastic game of footy, and we'll put on hopefully a good show. But at this stage, you know, we're definitely united as footy clubs.
So Trav, can you still get up for the game? Can you still get up for this match? Obviously, there's a lot at stake for both clubs as far as finals are concerned.
Yeah, certainly. I think you know, when you know, we're able to get up on the weekend and play a game of footy, and as I said, I think we're fortunate to be in a footy club and around each other, and you know, the mateships and your camaraderie you have, you look after each other, and you know, what we love doing is going out and playing footy, and it's almost an escape to go out and play footy with your mates, because that's what we love to do, and again this weekend we'll do that, but we'll certainly put on a tribute to a great man.
Taylor, Bruce said this morning he believes winning will help the players' mindset. What are your thoughts on that?
That's what we play footy for, is to win, and like we've both just said, Walshy'd want that, so for us we'll continue to play Crows footy and keep enjoying the game, and that's what we play.
It's obviously extremely tough for you on the weekend, but it was a big step in the grieving process, just getting back down there.
Yeah, well, we didn't play against Geelong, so we had 2 weeks of sort of sitting around and thinking about the memories that he left with us. We'll probably do that for a long time. But to play footy, it's a bit of an out for the boys, and let a little bit of steam off, so it was great to get back out there.
Taylor, what was it like today? You want to get into a normal routine and just start building up towards the game. What was it like to go through Saturday's game and start taking steps to winning again?
Oh, look, it was a tough week for the footy club and for Port as well, but we had great support around us. Going into the game, we prepared as best we could. Campo kept that really simple for us, and yeah, it was a different sort of game, especially after the game. You saw the emotions that were flowing, but for us it's probably about letting the emotions aside now and playing the footy that we want to play.
Skipper, how tough for you, mate? Obviously, tough like this.
Oh, look, I've got a lot of great memories with Walshy. He was a great man and someone that I fell in love with. But for me, it's about looking after all the other guys. We had great support around the footy club, and we'll continue to have great support. Our footy club's a pretty impressive footy club.
Sorry, you just mentioned Campo. What fundamentals of the Walshy's game is he driving like a ground ball?
you probably heard him harp on ground balls and tackles a lot, so we'll continue to keep that as a focus. But you know, training hard with elite standards and putting our team first, so they're the things that we'll continue to hold accountable for each other.
Loki, obviously, Bobby's been ruled out. A blow in the match.
Yeah, certainly. You know, we missed Bobby last week, but you know, Tommy Cleary come in the side, Cam O'Shea come in the side and played some really important roles, and you know, those guys will probably look to hold their spot again after pretty solid games on the weekend. And yeah, Bobby's a loss for us, and you know, a quality player and was in some good form, but we've got some quality down back that'll come in and really play a role down there, and probably play on the big fella next to me and hopefully get the job done.
Coach, what did you find to be able to hold out a game like that one was, particularly those last 7 minutes? What did you find within yourselves?
Oh, I think you know, that we can hang tough when the you know, in moments in game where it's you know, it does get pretty challenging, that we're able to just keep fighting it out. And you know, I think the last quarter wasn't, you know, our best quarter, but we managed to hang in there. And we watched some vision today and in lines and as a main group to see the desperation and willingness to try and get over the line. And that was really led by you know, I thought from Ollie. You know, really stood out as a leader, and there was a couple of moments where he just willed himself over the line, and it was great to see from a young man, and certainly our you know, our backs really held up in the crucial moments as well.
Hey, Raymond, particularly after the previous 6 weeks?
It's a moment that'll give us you know, a lot of confidence. Certainly that, you know, we can stay strong and we can you know, will ourselves over the line. But we need to play 4 quarters. That's the key, and you know, we'll continue to work on that. And so we'll get confidence out of the weekend, but we need to make sure we keep moving forward and try and play the 4 quarters of footy that we need to.
We know there's always going to be those competitive juices, particularly in a showdown, but do you step aside from a couple of those moments this time round because of the understanding of each other's groups, or do you say as soon as that first ball bounces at 250 it's game on?
Oh, we'll go out and play footy. You know, we'll go out and do what we love and play the game in the right spirit. You know, it'll be certainly, as I said, a tribute. You know, the whole day to a pretty special man, but we'll go out and play footy that the way you know, we were taught from, both of us were taught from Phil, and you know, it'll still be a tough contested game, and we'll just go out there and to try and get the win.
Like you touched on Ollie Wines, who went head to head with Penrith last week. Could you go head to head with Danger this week, and how big a threat was Danger posing?
Oh, look, Paddy's a fantastic player, and again on the weekend he was superb, and you know, just kept willing his body on the line. And look, Ollie's yeah, he did play a role on Scotty on the weekend, and may get another role on Paddy this week, but that's something that'll kindle the side. And Ollie's embraced the challenge. He had Kennedy the week before, and really enjoying it. So and standing up as a young leader, and that's really what we love, and what we you know, want from him, you know, each week.
Thanks for rolling out last week. He was pretty encouraging, wasn't he, Brad? He stepped up.
Yeah, it was very impressive. He's had some probably solid month, 6 weeks in the SANFL, so he deserved his opportunity and took it with both hands. So he'll probably keep his spot and continue to play the Crows footy.
You don't usually get Bobby, do you, in class?
Bobby, yeah, I did. I got him early in the year, so yeah, well, he's out, isn't he? No, well, yeah, whatever. Hope his back's all right, but maybe next week. Yeah, we reviewed it today. Oh, look, the things that we focus on, we played some good footy, but our second quarter obviously hurt us. Played some really attacking footy, but in the second quarter it really hurt us, and weren't able to stem the flow, and especially at centre bounces, and Nick Natanui getting his hands on, he's a pretty freakish player. So yeah, we looked at that today, and we'll hopefully take it into this week.
So how does the bloke who stands alongside you in the attack look forward to this game, Eddie Betts? He seems to have Port Adelaide's numbers by this goal scoring. Is he equally wanting to showdown?
Is he what?
Is he equally wanting to play in this showdown because of his numbers against Port Adelaide?
I haven't even asked him. He's a quality player, and we like him to play the way Eddie Betts does every week. But yeah, obviously he'll be looking forward to playing this week. But I haven't asked him yet, Rich.
Lucky, I know you're years away from retiring. Is Ollie?
Oh, I'm not getting old, am I?
No, you're not.
Jeez, he's called it out.
Years away.
Is Ollie your heir apparent? You have to say, is he someone that could captain the club one day?
Oh, he's certainly got the qualities as a quality leader. He's come in, and not only what you see out in the game and what he does on game day, but just the quality of person he is. And you saw that right from when he came into the club. You know, he's just very humble and really hard working, and and really driven to succeed, and that's certainly the qualities he shows as a leader. And you know, he's continuing to learn each week as a leader, and again on the weekend he took another step forward, and certainly he's got qualities, and hopefully one day that he can you know, keep improving and take that spot.
Just on bets, Jonas got him last time, obviously pressure whether he plays.
Yep.
Obviously is a major threat to your side. Who gets that job?
Yeah, he is. He's carved us up the last few times and scored plenty. So that's something that you know, Kenny and the coaching staff will look at. And we've got a few guys down there: Cam O'Shea, Jasper Pittard, Jarman Impey. These sort of guys that are some you know, quality defenders that can play on the small forwards. So there's a few options there, but certainly you know, Eddie's is one that'll cause a bit of attention for us, and a few talks between coaches. But they've got a few other quality players, one sitting next to me, that I'm sure the coaches will have a chat about.
Hopefully they'll let him run free.
Takes all the tributes that the fans have put out, the club fulfilled and all that sort of stuff. What has that meant for the playing group?
Oh, amazing from the football world, and text messages and the support that you've got over the past 10 days is just amazing. So you probably don't have time to thank everyone, but it's been very touching. So we've been lucky enough to have that support, and yeah, very, very thankful.
Do you hope the fans come together as one this week? There's talking of a march together and a one single banner and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it'd be great to see us come together as one and support the game this weekend. But nice to come away with the 4 points.
What would you make of Captain Cambridge sort of ducks up the
You didn't know what to do with it, did you, mate? Yeah, it was a very passionate man, Kane Mitchell, and he didn't take a backward step at all. And there was a lot of rivalry between Port and Norwood, so yeah, there was a lot of passion in that one.
Tex, you tweeted about Sam Mitchell yesterday. Is that something you think he needs to take out of his game?
Let the match review panel decide that one.
Bucky, how's Logie going with his back?
Yeah, he was walking around today okay, and you know, he'll probably be sort of touch and go, and might be a little bit limited this week with the back, but you know, we're hoping he'll come up okay. And but Paddy did play a fantastic role on the weekend, and when Lobes went down, so if he doesn't play, then you know, we're looking for Paddy to step up again. But yeah, he'll probably just be touch and go, and wait and see what happens there.
With that athleticism you just talked about before, you've sort of got top of the front sort of bit. Obviously Paddy Ryder's got similar athleticism. You sort of looked out what went wrong there, or how you can sort of counter that athleticism in the wrong part?
Oh no, I haven't, mate. I don't go in there, so I'll leave that up to Sauce and JJ to work out. But yeah, Doc Clark's a great ruck coach, so they'll sort that out with him.
All good.
Tex, if last week was about the first step on the healing process, how much is this week just about winning, really, now that given that you're just outside the eight?
Oh, for us, it's a big game for us in terms of where we're at on the ladder. We want to play some finals footy, but we've got to earn that trust and respect to play finals footy. So we'll continue that journey that Walshy started.
Do you think the Gold Coast game will be the best opportunity for you guys to finally get farewell and focus on the rest of the season, given it's your first home game since what happened?
Mate, to be honest, I haven't even looked that far, so I'll let the club sort that out.